What's up guys, Skottyy here from a Blue Coconut family, and welcome back to another video of mine, or welcome if you're brand new to my channel. So this video I'm going to do is for a bundle that you can now get on Steam for the City Skylines game. Now I'm consider myself a experienced player of City Skylines, and I've played a lot of the DLC, so I understand what personally I like and which ones I feel in terms of DLCs, which ones I feel are good for new players, and which ones kind of include bits for more advanced players, or maybe ones which I feel are pretty useless in general, and I would kind of steer clear of unless you really wanted something as part of that DLC. So I want to cover this bundle for you new players that maybe you haven't bought Steam yet and you're wondering, is this the good bundle for me? So I've got you covered on that. So let's have a look at this. So this is the Steam page we've got in front of me. This is the City Startup Bundle. Now it includes the base game and 3 DLCs, so it's good. Now it's currently all under Steam sale prices. I do have the database page up, so I'll be able to show that in a second, just to show you off what this kind of means. But we've got the base game in there, so perfect, good. It allows you to play the game, which is always a good thing in a bundle. But it includes 3 DLCs. So Mass Transit is the first one, which is brilliant, but highly recommend the Mass Transit. It adds a lot of unique things to the game, really helps out in terms of traffic and public transport and things like that, and so it's really good to have that one. The second one is Industries, which I feel is an interesting choice. I feel this is definitely probably more kind of leaning towards you kind of more advanced slash not advanced per se, but more experienced players, because it adds a whole new kind of level of gameplay to the game that isn't in the original base game. You have to set up your own industries and keep them managed and things like that, so it adds a whole new layer to the game and has a lot more complications to it, but it does add quite a few cool unique things to the game, so I can understand that, and it's one I would recommend for players to get. It's not one I'd say stay clear of. It's a really good one, and it's one of my favourites, but for new players it's interesting. And the last one is the Sunset Harbour, which is the brand new DLC they released the other month, which is an interesting choice. I can understand why they added it, because it's a brand new one, so they want to kind of get it out there, they want people to get it, but it's an interesting choice because I personally feel that it doesn't really add a massive amount to the game, especially at the starting level. It doesn't really add anything. You've kind of got the fishing industries in there, which is probably why they tied it up with having just the industries in there. But other than that, no, it doesn't really add anything huge and major to the game. You've got helicopters, you've got trolley buses, things like that. The water plants, nothing breakneck. Nothing huge on that, but okay. But it's an interesting choice, good mix. Dubious about the Sunset Harbour, but that's okay. Now we can see there that the Sunset Harbour has another problem with being inside this pack, that in the sense of, because it's the brand new DLC for the game, it's not on a sale price, which is an interesting one, and it's probably why they included it, so that they can basically sell it to you at almost full price again. So, as well as getting City Skylines, which is 75% off, so it's down from £22.99 to £5.74. You get Mass Transit down from £9.99 to £4.99, and you get the City Skylines Industry from £11.39 to £5.69. But then that does mean that you have to pay full price of the Sunset Harbour at £11.39, which that's a bit of a bum deal. So let me pull over the database screen. So this is the Steam database. If you don't know this website, highly recommend going on it. It gives you a lot of really good information about things on the Steam store, and it just gives you ideas about it. So we can see that this pack here, which is the bundle of 154 through 56, was created about 15 hours ago on June 25th, about 8 o'clock, just after 8 o'clock. And we can see there that instantly we can already see that the discount it gives you is only 10%. So is it worth getting the bundle for 10%? Questionable, really questionable, because I personally say no, because it kind of forces you into getting DLCs that potentially you don't want. So maybe you don't want, you're only getting 10% discount of forcing you to get it and you're having to pay full price for it. So I personally say no. If the ones you want inside this bundle aren't the ones you want, don't get it. Is my personal opinion, but hey ho, they might be the ones you want, then hey ho, it's good. The other thing that this database page gives you, which is really quite cool, is the breakdown of the prices. So I've set my currency to be the Great British Pound, and we see here we've currently set it to be converted price lowest to highest. So we can see here that the pound and the US dollar is normally, they're normally at a higher mark. So we can see there that Great British Pound as a standard price, you can buy this pack right now today for £25 and 3 pence, which that's quite good. That's quite good. I like that. So that's the sale bundle price. Worth noting that if you bought all of these DLCs and the game, even at their sale price, but outside this bundle, you'd be paying £27.81. So yeah, so it's okay saving. It's not huge. You're what is that, about £2-ish, just over £2 of saving there. About £2.70, about £2.78 you're saving. So potentially, yes, it's okay. But if you want to buy all the other ones, you can. We can see there that this, if you're in America, you're paying $32.81 for, which at a converted price is £26.44. So you're paying just over £1.41 for, more than the UK, which we can see there works out to be plus 5.65%. But the thing also this shows is where you can buy this game at the cheapest price, which currently is the Argentine peso. I hope I'm saying that okay. Which at its peso price is, I'm assuming that's a comma, not a dot. So that's, I don't know if that's a comma or a dot. If you know the Argentine peso, please correct it below. Is that, I don't know whether that's 389,021 or if that's 389.21. Not sure. Please comment below if you know that. But what I do know is that converts to £4.47, which is ridiculously insane. I've never understood that with Steam, that you can buy a game for £4.47. But technically you can't, because it could be region locked to your location. So if you try and do some black magic with VPNs and changing your currency and things like that and changing it back, most likely it will break and you won't be able to play it, which is a bit of a problem. But yeah, let's have a quick look. So we now have covered that kind of bit of the game. We can see that what they all come in at, which it's saying Sunset Harbour is at a reduced price. Oh no, it's because it's part of the bundle, so it's at a 10% price. Yeah. But we can see there that what this kind of includes and when they've added it and things like that. But with that kind of being said, with the bundle prices, let's have a look at what this game also includes in part of its DLC. So here's the Wikipedia page of the city Skylines. So this is mass transit. We can see that things that this one includes, which I really like, is it has ferries, monorails, cable cars, blimps, some of the new mass transit hubs. So they're not the big ones which are in the new Sunset Harbour, which you are getting those as well. But these are the ferry and bus exchange. We can see here the metro and monorail trains to hub, the monorail station with road, so you can add buses underneath. The monorail, that's the one with buses, a monorail bus hub, so you get bus lines underneath, and the multi-platform ones have a metro station underneath. So they're the ones it means. But it also comes with loads of new scenarios, new landmarks, new road types, policies, and Steam achievements and things like that. We can see some of these here. So you get things like the bus lanes, you get monorail roads, you get highways, which are quite cool. You get large highways, smaller highways, asymmetric 3-lane roads. So you do get quite a lot in the mass transit. Let's have a look at the industries, and I'll explain why I think that this is a little bit more advanced. So things it adds into the game is it adds a whole new layer to it. So you create your own industry in terms of like farming, for example. I've covered the farming industry quite a lot. So you basically build your fields, you then build your processor factories. So you turn like crops and things from fields into flour, for example, and then you turn the flour and you send the flour then to a unique factory in the, I believe it's the food factory, this one, and then that produces goods which can then go to your commercial zone. But at all those stages you've got to manage it, kind of not at a micromanage level, but you've got to kind of make sure that everything's functioning okay and not being backlogged and things like that. So it does add a whole new layer to the game, but this game also adds quite a few things in it as well. So as well as like two new types of roads, so these are industry roads, so these are a lot more kind of, the benefit of them is they're a lot cheaper to purchase than the smaller roads, but they are a lot more noisy, so you can't really have them in residential areas, so they're great for industry areas. You add toll booths into the game as well, so yeah, that's quite good. You also add post and post offices and things like that around the game, so that your Sims can get post, and you got these little kind of post vans going around your city, which is quite cool. As well as the cargo airport and the cargo airport hub, which both are very quite cool. And it adds a way of having goods and commercial stuff going in and out of your city via planes. And the big benefit of those is the cargo airport hub contains a rail link as well, where the cargo airport does not. And the last one then is the new Sunset Harbour. So the Sunset Harbour, we can see there that it says explore new bus systems, including intercity buses and the trolley bus, which I personally, I've got a video coming out very soon about trolley buses, and in that video you'll notice that I do not like trolley buses that much. I find them fairly useless, unless you're making a realism kind of copy bit of a city, and your city might have trolley buses in it, so you want to add them into the game, then fair enough, you've got no real choice there. But I personally feel as part of the transport and that sort of thing, I'm personally not a fan of it. I don't like it. You'll be a lot better just having buses. Intercity buses, I will be filming a video for to show you how they work. I personally quite like those. Quite a nice idea. They work very similar to how you would expect a airport to run. You've got just tourists coming in and out of the city, so that's quite good. Flying style, basically it adds a small runway for into your game, which is basically just it doesn't really do anything. It's just like a park essentially. Underwater friends, so it adds the fishing industry, as we've mentioned before. I've got a video explaining the fishing industry coming out very soon, so keep an eye out for that. The new water treatment plants, I've already got videos on my channel explaining the brand new water treatment plants. Go back and have a look at those and see if those are good for your videos. And also, so you got the 5 new maps as well. So you do have interesting things in here. It does also say here that you get free features. Don't worry about those, because you don't need the DLC to have those. If you have the base game, you get those automatically. In terms of the overground metro, check out my updated video for the metro on my channel, because they've completely changed it. So if you've used the metro before in terms of the line, then they've completely changed and overhauled it. So go have a look at that and how that works. But yeah, so this one does add the new things, but I feel that potentially they're just adding it because it's the new DLC and they want to sell it at full price in there. I would have personally said that they would have had a lot better if they added things like the green cities potentially, or even park life into the game. But who knows? There's a lot of things out there. So if you enjoyed this type of video where I'm explaining the DLCs and things like that, give this video a big thumbs up. If you're thinking about getting the game or buying a brand new DLC in the Steam Summer Sale, give this also video a big thumbs up for that. But please put in the comment section below, which one are you thinking of buying? Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What DLCs do you think for a new player? Which ones would you personally go for? Is this pack good? Would you personally buy the Sunset Harbour if you're a new player? Would you recommend a friend buying it? Which ones would you recommend a friend to buy? I'd love to know your thoughts, so put them in the comment section below. My favourite answer, I will ping it I'll pin it to the top. So get your comments down below and see if I'll pin your answer. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Yeah, make sure you've hit that subscribe button because you get to know when all my other videos come out. I do a lot of other content, and I feel that you guys will really like it. And yeah, with that being said, I've been Skotyyy from Blue Coconut Family. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Goodbye for now.